now at the studio. It's about 1 o'clock, and yeah, I went to the Salvation Army. I was originally going to go to a value village that was closer to my area, but they closed really randomly without any warning. I took a picture of the permanently closed sign, which was really funny because it says why. I think it was just like why even or something like that. So it says closed permanently. I don't get this, why? Yeah, there was no warning, so they just closed it. But yeah, I wanted to go to a thrift store, any value village, to see if they sold any cheap kind of magazines and stationery and stuff like that for the meetup on February the 1st, because I know some locations I remember seeing just like magazines. So they did not. Well, Value Village, the close one, I didn't know. I went to a Salvation Army. They did not. They only had some books and stuff. I did purchase a few things for 99 cents for the most part, but I did get something for myself. So let me show you the stuff that I got, and then after I show you, I gotta wash my hands because yeah. Okay, here's my stash. I got these edition flashcards because I thought they would be really cool. They were 99 cents for the pack, and I thought it would be really cool to use to cut up into the zines if people needed numbers or something. I thought it was really cool. I mean, I could use this for Mr. Guy in the future, but I think for numbers, people can cut this up and stuff and put it if they need it. So yeah, I got that. It was only 99 cents. So I got this. And then this one was also 99 cents. I don't think I'm gonna have people cut this up, but it looks beautiful. It's 99 cents. It's a London 3-dimensional expanding city guide, which is illustrated really beautifully, and it also has pop-ups. So what I might do is I might photocopy a few pages and like have people cut them up. But this is so nice for 99 cents. I could not pass up this beautiful artwork. Yeah, it's like a pop-up book. It looks so cool. I don't want to open it because I have to refold it, but I just couldn't pass it up. It's beautiful. I mean, I've never been to London, but awesome. This one I got for myself because I thought it was cute, but it's also for Mr. Guy to read. It has this like vintage, classic looking illustrations, and it's a 1, 2, 3 pop-up book. Oh, it's so cute. It was $1.99, so it's $1.99. It's a little dirty, but I think it can be enjoyed. Like this page is a little sticky, it seems. I don't know, maybe just me, but it's beautiful. Okay, so I got that, and then I also got this Science Works Ontario Science Center Book of Experiments. Look at this. It has a very vintage, and it's by Kidskin Press, they're still publishing stuff today. But I love the art. It's very like, I don't know, 60s? Would it be 60s, 70s? Let's see. The illustrator is Tina Holdcroft. And this was published in 1985. So it's 80s. And it was produced with the assistance of the Ontario Arts Council. That's so cool. Look at the illustration. So I don't think I want people to cut this up. Maybe I'll photocopy it and people can cut it up. Look at that. Scissors. Oh, that artwork is so cool. So I thought, since it's black and white and line art, it'd be really cool to add to the zines if people want. So I might photocopy a few pages off of this. And then this was 99 cents. And I think it's just like a brochure from a gallery. It was Voyager Gallery. 99 cents, and people can cut that up and stuff. So really cool. I didn't want to buy books. There were a couple books that I'm like, I think people can cut these up, like some little paperback books, soft cover books about like Bible verses, no offense to the Christians and the Catholics, and stuff like that. And I was like, well, people can cut up the words from that, but it's kind of, I feel like it's really rude to cut up a book. So but yeah, that's what I got. This was all $7, and like some of this is for me. Yeah, that's what I got at the thrift store. So unfortunately they did not have stacks and stacks of magazines. I will have to look around for those. All right, let's wash my hands. I'm literally here mostly to do some whatchamacallit, prepping. I want to prep some of my wooden boards with the gesso, and I think like I have to leave here not too late. I want to be back home for dinner with the family, so I have to be back home by about 7:30. But I do have a call that I need to go into between 6 and 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna leave fairly early here, maybe around 4, and it's already like 1:10. So I'm just gonna do some prepping, and then I might even do the unicorn window painting, because like I don't know what else to do. I don't think I'm gonna be painting. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna cut up the new posters and put them around the studio, so that's what I'm gonna do. So let's grab all my stuff. I feel like whenever I come to the studio, I have to like, I need at least half an hour to get all my stuff ready. But yeah, okay, let's get to doing stuff. I'm also wearing my cute little outfit for my cons. I thought I'd wear it, and I'm wearing a long sleeve underneath that I can just paint on. Like, I don't mind if it gets painted on. Okay, let's do stuff. Okay, so I got my masonite boards. I brought them all here so I don't have to lug them over again. And then these are the in and out boards that I want to gesso. This is really annoying. My bangs are nice and long. I like them. It's just they're still way too short to be put to the side. So I'm gonna have to use these ugly ass paper clips, bobby pins. So please don't be scared of my forehead. Okay, looks bad. Let's fix it. Oh my god. If anybody has any suggestions on what I can do with these bangs, like I want them to be curtain, but because my hair is so straight, they just like fall down like arrows. So if you have very straight hair, what do? Do you just, I think my solution is to just grow it out until I can put it behind my ears. Oh. Okay. So all cut up and nice. So I have a bunch of these. There's going to be an open studio next Wednesday, so I'm going to drop a bunch of these copies off there, and I have some of my old one, or my design, and just the new design by Bianca, which looks so good. Did I talk about this? Yeah, it looks so good. Yeah, so that's done. Mostly the small ones I should print out. I have one big one left. I posted it up on the actual like bow office, so posted 2 there. So I need to print more big ones, but those are done. So I did this really quickly, but the studios were asking for some aesthetic photos of the studios. I took a couple. This is just like a demo, so I laid everything out that looks nice. But I don't know, so I took some of these, like some shots of the studio. Yeah, I don't know, this is what I got. Let me show you. So I did like a couple shots from here and like here, so I think it should be good. I have some sandpaper, but it's so smooth, I don't think I need to sand it. But for maximum surety, we will sand it. Ah, so much gesso. I didn't sand the sides, but whatever. This is actually really good coverage. I guess I needed that much. So here's my base of white, and there's paint here that did not stick, so I read somewhere that I can use some sort of hairspray to fix that because the paint is not sticking, so I probably just didn't clean it too well, but the rest is there. It's just streaky. So what I'm doing is I'm going to lay a flat bottom of white so the colors will pop up more, but we shall see. It's already dry, so I can probably paint on that, or at least do my outlines. I was able to transfer with pastel, so yeah, let's start painting. All right, it's about an hour later and I got a little carried away. I didn't really film much of it because I was kind of just going. So this is I don't think it's the final. Now that I have the purple, I might put a word here, either read or magic, magic or something like that over here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So I should have done the background first, but I went ahead and did the unicorn, and then I outlined it, and then I did the background. So background should really go first before the lines. And you notice that the lines are not that black. It's because the paint I got was graphite. The color was called graphite instead of, like, I don't know, charcoal black, carbon black. So next time I'm gonna get that paint, but a lot of this is a mixture of different brands because I was trying them out. So the paint I used for this is bad. I got it on Amazon for really cheap, and it's what I used for the books here. So you can see how streaky they are. This is the deco paint that I really like, that I used for this. That went on really nicely and flat, so I like that deco art paint. And the outlines of graphite color are also deco paint, so those are really good brands. And then the background, as you saw, I did a white base. Oops. I did a white base, and then after that white base, the background I'm using, I mixed paint that I got from the hardware store. It's basically just like wall paint. I bought, okay, look how messy this is. But I skipped this step. I didn't really vlog this, but I bought these sample sizes of the primary colors from the hardware store. And yeah, I got red, yellow, and blue, and I mixed up the purple and the brown that you see here. And so yeah, it goes on really nice, and I like the acrylic. I can just scratch it off. So that's it. That's what I used. Definitely not going to use these. I have a big box of them, so I'm probably going to use them for like smaller details because I don't want to waste the paint. Like, it's not that bad when you look from far away. So but yeah, and then next time I'm going to grab a dark outlining black in this deco art paint that I like, or I might just use the paint that I got from the hardware store. I did not buy any black interior wall paint, so next time I'm going to buy a sample of that. And these little sample sizes, depending on the brand, was like $6, so it's not that expensive. You don't have to buy a full gallon. You can just buy a sample, and they mix these for me. Yeah, it was like $6, $7, about $7 each, so not bad at all. And I just used a very small amount. I mixed them up all together, and so we are learning. But I think here I'm gonna put magic in white. So what do you guys think? I put another layer and it looks better. It's just I don't want to be doing that for big surfaces, so the interior paint is the way to go. But for small things like this, I wouldn't mind, so I can still use my acrylics. So it's all good. This is 2 layers with the white base at the bottom. Let's look at the back. Yeah, that's what it looks like in the back. I also added some white paint here just to see how it looks, if it actually works, if I do that technique where I draw on the other side. So I can't really tell, but you can definitely see the white through the paint here. I don't know if I lifted it or what, but yeah, I might even repaint this. I have another one planned for that one, but what do you guys think? All right, it's time to clean up. So I was just cleaning up and I closed the door, so it looks fine like this, right? But when you are looking at it with the light, shining out. It's not as bad as on camera, but you can kind of see the streaking. So I don't know how I feel about that. I haven't really encountered a lot of like paintings like this in person, but I also closed the blinds to see how it would look. So I don't know. What do you guys think of the streakiness? I think that's just par for course. Like it's just what it is. Like it is what it is for painted stuff like this, where the light is shining through the paint from the back. I don't know. Like it happens with this one too. So yeah, from like when you're right in front of it, it looks fine without light shining in the back. But I don't know. I really need to see more hand painted stuff like this in person, but there's not a lot around here. There's a bunch of murals like on concrete painted in this area, but not on glass. So yeah, I don't know. I did a few finishing touches on this illustration. I needed my prismas. I just added a little bit of white in certain spots, and I did the same thing with this one. The bunnies were a bit too yellow, so I used this very powerful white Prismacolor pencil, which I think I'll bring home with me because I don't have this. The pencil crayons that I use at home are the Aristo brand, and they're not as good or pigmented as the Prismacolors, but they do the job. Like, it's not bad. I don't want to be lugging my whole thing back and forth, so that's why I've been using the Aristos at home. But yeah, I just added some more white. You can't really tell. So yeah, I'm gonna take this home and skin it, and then yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. At first, I did not like. I think I'll talk about it in the commentary video. Okay, all right. I gotta head home soon. Okay, let's head home. It's about 4:30 now, so I have my call at 6. But I need to drop by the store and get more milk, and yeah, just one more errand to run. Goodbye. I'm back in the studio. It's almost 6 o'clock, and I have a Zoom meeting. It's like a Meet the Experts workshop mentorship program. It's been a mentorship program that I've been a part of since last year, since the fall of last year. So they're doing a talk today about funding, like trying to get funding for what you do as an artist. So this call starts at 6, and I'll probably bow out at about 7-ish when it's dinner time at home. I am at home when it's family dinner time, because it goes up until 8. So yeah, I'm just waiting to get into the call. I have some sliced up strawberries and my coffee from this morning that I put in the fridge. It's cold. So yeah, so that's what I will be doing for the next hour or two. Yeah. Can't wait to scan and see how these look. But I must protect them from the strawberry juice. Ooh, I'll grab my sketchbook. I might be even able to doodle a little bit. I'm using my iPad, and the Zoom app on the iPad it follows you when you move. So I had it on the preview, and then I went over there to grab something, and it followed me. It was so funny. Okay, it's gonna start soon.
Those boxes right from the get-go. Timeline reality I like to talk about. When does your project start, and do you have capacity to do the project? So people, again, they'll see a grant opportunity and they'll be like, oh, we can create something just to get the money. It makes me a little bit nervous. I mean,
Good morning. It is Saturday, January 24th, about 11:20 in the morning, and I basically just came back from some errands. I dropped off Mr. Guy to my mom's today. He's staying there for the day. We'll be picking him up around 8:30 in the evening because there's apparently going to be a big snowstorm that's going to come around starting at 12 a.m. all the way until Monday. So we don't want to have him stuck at my mom's house until Monday. So he's there. We're gonna get some stuff done here, and then we're gonna pick him up, or my partner's gonna pick him up at around 8:30. Oh my god, there's something stuck in my eye. But I just yeah, I dropped him off, and then I went straight to Costco to grab some stuff for the for our place, but also for the collective, for the I can't talk right now, the collaborative zine jam on Sunday, which is next Sunday already. So I'm pretty much doing a lot of the preparations, like the big stuff this week. Lots to do. I'm making up an agenda right now, some guidelines for the day, because I want people to know what we're doing, all that kind of stuff. I'm making like a template that shows what the pages will be, how it's gonna look like. I'm gonna prepare a sample. I'm gonna put together my zines, as I'm gonna bring it over there for like inspiration and reference. So I'm gonna pick through my library, my comics, and my zines. So yeah, and then I have to edit the vlog to be out on Monday. And the other thing I was thinking about as I was doing all these things is that the vlog for the next week, right after the event, is probably gonna be not a regular vlog. It might be a video, because I will be busy preparing. I will be filming a few things up until the event itself on Sunday, but I don't know how much, and I don't know how when I'm gonna edit it, pretty much, because I will probably be busy for the whole week. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm going to drink the rest of my diet cola. I got a Coke, a zero sugar Coke, my favorite, Coke Zero, and I also had a Costco hot dog. But I have to put together the budget. I've been collecting receipts when I buy stuff for the event, because I have a certain budget, but also they want me to put together like what I actually spent, list out all the out-of-pocket stuff. There's going to be an out-of-pocket purchase of pizza for sure, because I don't think it'll be in my budget. I bought a bunch of stuff from Costco that I can reuse for the next event on March. So hopefully we'll get some leftover, so I don't have to buy too much stuff. And I had to stop myself from buying like things that are not individually packed, unfortunately, because I wanted to carry over for the next event. So we'll see how much I spent. I think I spent too much, but I'm gonna do the budget sheet and start editing the vlog. Hello everybody, it is Thursday, January 29th, about 4:23 in the afternoon, and wow, I look quite tired. I woke up very early, well, not too early, earlier than I should have this morning. I should have slept in some more, but I was awake at like 6:45 and just couldn't get back to sleep, and so I just stayed up and I was cutting some stickers that these are just regular paper stickers that I printed out for Sunday. and just like watching YouTube videos. I haven't vlogged in a bit since the last clip of this, which I forget what it was. I think it was me cooking. And then yesterday all day, which was Wednesday, I was actually at the studio like the whole day. But I didn't vlog anything because I brought the camera, but I just didn't feel like vlogging because one, it was quite a busy day. It was a social day. The open studio was happening, which meant that they opened the bow studios for just people to come in and work on stuff. And so a lot of studio tours were happening, so I didn't want to be like in the middle of doing a vlog, like vlog footage, and then someone comes into the studio or like knocks and was like, I'd like to look at the studio. So I just kind of was busy doing that, and also I was doing a lot of prep for Sunday. I had a meeting with the bow staff and a meeting with Bianca. We kind of talked about the last few things that we need to do for Sunday. And then the morning when I came to the studio, I lugged over all the snacks that I brought from Costco, which I don't remember if I vlogged any of it, but it was a lot of snacks. You'll see it. I'll film it on the day, but it was just like so annoying because the parking spot that I usually get, it was full, or the parking garage, it was full, so I had to like park farther and like lug this whole wagon of heavy snacks quite far away. And I was like I was worried that somebody would mug me for my Costco snacks, but I got there in safely. I put everything away, had my meetings, and then for the rest of the day in the studio, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna relax and paint. So I did a lot of work on the painting, the curse painting. And so when I bring the camera at the studio next, which will be Sunday, you'll see quite a few updates on that. And because I really wanted to finish that before the end of the month, which is like a Sunday, but yeah, so it's almost there. I just spent the day painting, and it was so nice to just paint. I tried to not be guilty about just painting because that painting is going nowhere. I mean, it's like serving no purpose other than fueling my own dreams and happiness. so yeah, I just spent that day working on the painting, and then I came home. I hung out with my family. I printed out some stickers. I printed out a sign-in sheet, or prepared the sign-in sheet for Sunday. Just a lot of like piddly things for the event itself. And we decided we were going to do like a donation box and all that kind of stuff. And now I am here while Mr. Guy is having his nap, and I'm editing the vlog because I don't think I will get to that until, I don't know, maybe I'll have some time on Saturday, but we have friends coming over on Saturday. And then the next day is full bore working on the event. I'll be there like all morning pretty much. So yeah, been busy. I'm sleepy because I did not sleep enough, but hopefully I'll get some sleep tonight. And my face is all messed up because it's been cold. I don't think these are zits, but they're just dry. I don't know, they might be zits. I'm on a new birth control medication, so I don't know, it could be that. But yeah, I'm sleepy. I could be napping right now, but I want to finish some of this vlog. I'm gonna work on it right now, and then a bit more tonight. And tomorrow I'm working at the office, so yeah, pretty busy. Happy but busy. I also need to pay off my credit cards because I want to have a fresh zero balance credit card for the new month. I mean, you have to pay, at least try to pay a credit card every month, so I need to do that before I forget. Yeah, so I'm gonna continue editing this, and we shall see what the vlog is shaping up like. Oh, I'm so distracted. It's only been like, I've only been really working on this since the last time I pressed record on this. Maybe like 10 minutes, and I really feel like I'm burning out. So what I want to do, I'm pulled between taking a nap and drawing, because I want to draw in my sketchbook, but I also have this to do, by the way. and it's by no means something that is not fun to do, but I pulled out some of my zines. These are only some. Okay, it's really dark in here. I'm so sorry. Here we go. Okay, so I pulled out some of my zines that I'm gonna bring to the event for reference, and I'm gonna be reading this. This is one of the. This is the comic that I'm gonna read for my reading. So I'm gonna bring this for like to show, but yeah, I want to select a few to display as reference for people and inspiration. But I also have to make sure that people know it's mine, and not put it anywhere else, and also kind of make sure that they are handling this with care. I created like a sheet of guidelines that shows like how the zine is going to be created, anything to think about, and make sure to remember when you're drawing your page design. And one of the guidelines is to make sure that the reference and the materials given during the workshop or the jam itself, everything is like taken care of with the, held with the utmost care and like handled with the utmost care, because a lot of it is donations and my own personal zine collection. So I'm not going to select too much, but I know definitely I want to add this this one. I think I read this in the vlog from my Hamilton Zine haul, but this zine from the kids there, oh, it's so funny. And it's like a good example because this is just printed in black and white. So definitely that. I kind of want to read it again, but yeah, I don't know. I need to do this so I don't forget. This one's really great too. This is an example of black and white. I'm gonna put some colors in here as well, like colored versions, but most of them are gonna be black and white copies. Oh, ow! Okay. Hey everybody, it is, oh my gosh, it is Saturday, January 31st, about 2:20 in the afternoon, and I am gonna finish editing up this vlog, so there's not gonna be any zine comic jam content on this video. It'll be in the next one because it's tomorrow, and I'll vlog as much as I can, but we shall see. And so yeah, it'll be in the next vlog, but I'm gonna sign off. But I'm also gonna share a few things that I have been working with, that I have been working on before we end the video. I know this vlog, I've been editing it and it's like kind of a mess because my vlogging clips aren't really consistent. I was just like taking a few clips here and there and just, yeah, so it's a mess. But so I just printed out some of the last admin things for the event tomorrow. I printed out some stickers. These are only paper stickers. You saw me cutting a bunch of these, so I printed out about 50 of these paper ones, and then there was some extra small ones. So these are going to be kind of like an incentive to donate to Bix. We've been kind of thinking about, if we are going to continue the collective, then how are we going to fund ourselves? So we're starting to think about things for like how to fund ourselves, and one of them is donations. We have a donation box that we are going to set up there, and then so we are going to be using the stickers as kind of incentives. So this is going to be stuck in the sign-in area. So donate to fund more Bix events, our local comic artists and zine stores, and future publications. And then if you donate $2, you get a sticker, and if you donate $10, you'll get a portrait by me. So that's one of the incentives, and then people can donate whatever, And the donation box is also going to be used as like kind of like a tip jar for the comic readers, and if anybody in general just wants to support the collective for future stuff, that would be great. So we'll see how much we end up collecting, and if it's like a nice chunk, then I'm probably going to split it between all the readers who came in and also the potential person who is going to be I can't say that word, who's going to be coming in and taking photos of the event. And he offered his services. Like, yes, he's a professional photographer, and I was like, yo man, I don't have budget to pay you, but if the donation box works and we collect enough, I would like to split the money to the to the readers, and because they're doing the readings pro bono, and I'm not including myself because I want to give people the money, and the photographer. So I am really hoping we get enough to at least give people $20, and if we have more, then I can use that for the pizza fund, because I think at this point the pizza fund is going to be out of pocket for me. And I've been looking at places to get pizzas, and I want to get pizzas from like mom and pop local shops, but not a lot are around in that area. So, and there is one, but they're like completely vegetarian, because there's a big Indian population here and a lot of them are vegetarian. So I might end up going with that, because the cheapest one you can get would be like a cheese pizza. So maybe I'll just get a couple of cheese pizzas. So anyway, that's for tomorrow. Hopefully we can figure that out. And I think with a lot of heads in the room, we can figure out where to get pizza. And we have like 6 hours. So I'm probably, I want to get the pizza towards the middle end of the event. So yeah, so I printed out these signs. I printed one to fit the donation box that Bao is going to be giving us to kind of, they have a donation box that they say we can use, so I sized it, and so this is the size for the donation box, and then just 2 regular paper posters. So I showed you the stickers, and then I also made up guidelines that people can look at the table. So I printed a couple of these, and it's basically just a bullet point list of what to think about when they are creating their pages. So it just says here, it's going to be a 36-page zine, fully black and white. We're going to be also talking about it in the beginning of the event, just introducing people to the zine itself. So completely black and white, letters first come, first serve. If you don't have a letter, you can ask to collaborate. Think about page flow. If there are duplicate letter pages, if we end up doing those, we may have to choose, and yours might be cut. Contributor pages, I would like to add them at the end of the zine. So I want people to put their name or alias. And then I asked people for the template, if they want to put a little picture of themselves drawn, they can do that. But some people might not be artists, they might just be writers, so we'll see. And then I'm saying here, photo and video will be taken throughout the event, because I will be using my phone to take pictures and video. And if people want to tag us, I put our tags here, so Big Sprampton and Bao. And then I say here, all materials, reference, zines, and ephemera provided are generously donated by the organizers. Please handle them with the utmost care and avoid any excess waste. So stickers, my extra stickers, I'm going to be providing that. And then I have like a box that I'll show you that I collected. I think I did mention this in the vlog. Zines that I'm going to be sharing with people for inspiration. And Bao is also going to be contributing some art materials, so I want people to be like careful with those. And then it just says here at the bottom too that the zines are going to be formatted by us and then put together later. And then at the end, please complete a survey before you leave, because some people might leave early. And then just here it's like a potential page layout of what the pages are going to be. So it's going to be a guide. It just says front. So page 1 is going to be the front cover. I don't know if you can read that. Maybe I'll put it on the screen. Front cover, publishing info, intro, and then A, B, C, D, E, F. So because there's 36 pages, we have projected that there's going to be 4 free pages. So either people can work on another letter, like the same letter as somebody else, or it's going to be like a free one-off page. But we shall discuss that when people are there and get more of an idea. So yeah, I printed a couple of those. Yeah, and then my co-organizer Bianca prepared an hourly comic day template that people can draw on if they are done with their letter or don't want to work on a letter but are there but want to do something. So this is a template she made for hourly comics day. The thing is, we got something's going around on social media where they want to move, where because it's Black History Month, we want to, not everybody, but it was agreed online at least that February 1st is going to be well, we're going to move hourly, not me, but hourly comic day is in general going to be moved to the 8th of February, so we can make way for, you know, the Black History Month, so it's not overshadowed by hourly comic day. So it's going to be on the 8th instead. Unfortunately, before I knew about that, I printed out 50 copies of this, so we're just going to tell people if they want to, you know, follow that, and they can just post their comics on the 8th instead of the 1st, but it's already said here, so we're just going to mention that. And that's why I chose February 1st, because it is early comics day, but it's okay. We can adjust. And you guys have seen the templates, so that's done. You've seen the surveys, I've shared that, so I'm gonna bring that in my package. I can't show you, but this is a sign-in sheet. So we have sold out of tickets. I originally had 30 tickets listed, and it sold out, so I added 10 more. So 40 people have officially signed up. So I printed up like a sign-in sheet so we know who's arrived. And then I'm asking them if they want to be signed up for a future potential newsletter, and then if they are from Brampton. So yeah, it's just a way for me to keep track of who has come in and who has come out. If more people are coming in than what the Eventbrite page projected, or when people actually signed up. So there's that. And then I printed out a sign that says sign in here. And then I also printed out a sheet for fun for the next event for March the 1st. If anybody wants to sign up for a live comic / zine reading, they can sign up here, and then I'm gonna contact them for March the 1st, because I feel like maybe some people might want to try if they see people, our readers, read their zines and comics. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. So those are the admin stuff. That's the admin stuff that I have printed. The other thing is I prepared my laptop with all people's readings, and I asked Bianca to help me with the playlist, so that's done. What's the other thing? I made like a video that can loop, that just shows the guidelines and like welcome to, you know, the zine jam. You'll see that on the day. I'm gonna be bringing my laptop for that. And then what else? So there's that, and then I'll show you the box of zines. I made a little sign for it too. Where'd you come from? A rogue sticker. Oh, I think maybe I was gonna keep this one. Yeah, that's mine. There was one other thing that I wanted to mention for the admin stuff. I don't remember right now. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. I've updated my budget sheet, so we are within budget for now. I've left a lot of money for the printing, but we had a meeting with Bao, and they suggested a couple of printers that might, you know, either sponsor us to print the zine for either free or even more cheaply than we are. I plan to print it at the library for 20 cents a page, black and white page. So if we find a cheaper person or a cheaper company that is local who wants to support us, either cheaper or for free, then that'd be good. So I'm going to be contacting after the zine is kind of created, so I have something to show. And yeah, so it's so far within budget. Yeah, I can't think of anything else, so I'm gonna give my camera a cooling down break, because this camera kind of overheats at about like the 10-11 minute mark, and then I'll show you the box for the zines. Okay, that should be enough. So should we do that? I don't have anywhere to put this. So the other thing, oh, I remember what I was gonna mention. We decided, Bianca and I decided, I don't know who came up with the idea, or like, yeah, but I was thinking about it, and then she brought it up, but I was thinking about like, oh, this is a bit too late, but it would be really cool if we could have the readers, when I say readers, I'm not including myself, even though I'm reading, have like a space to sell their wares. Because in the live reading that I've done before, they allowed us to do that, or they gave us the opportunity to sell our stuff. And so I was like, oh, that'd be really good. So we decided to do that. So the readers are gonna have a little, like a table, and they're gonna split it into 3, because there's 3 of them. And they're going to be selling, you know, comic books, zines, whatever they have throughout the day, however long they like. I'm gonna let them manage their own like display and transaction and everything. But I looked at the place that we're holding the zine jam, and there should be enough space. We're gonna put it in the corner or something. So yeah. Okay, before this camera heats up again, let me show you the inspo box that I have created. So I got this little chest from a friend of ours for Christmas. It's actually my boyfriend's, but I was like, I'm gonna use this. She had put gifts in this for him. So if you open it up, it basically just has, oh, I just have some extra stuff in here. I should put away. I should include in the envelope. But yeah, it's just a box of comics and zines. Not everything in my collection, but stuff to share, people. I was gonna select a few, but I was like, I have this chest, I'll just put it in the chest, and I will just trust people not to damage and steal my zines, which I don't think should be a problem. But yeah, I selected a few ones that are small, some really funky ones. This is a zine, yeah. This one, really cool. The small zine. So yeah, just people can sit down and read through stuff if they're like not feeling, if they want to feel a bit more inspired creating their page or whatever, and just like have zines in presence, you know, in there, because I find that, I think that would be really cool. And then I made a sign: North End's Comics and Zines collection. Please handle everything with care and return to this case when finished reading. Thank you. I did some sign. It's bad, okay, it's bad, but it'll do. Joyce Ann's Comics and Zines collections. And then I'm just gonna have this up in a corner of the room with that. Yeah, so people can just read through whatever they want. I did put a few things at the front here that I'm gonna show during as examples for the zine that we're making. So this one's like a good example. This is the size of the zine. The sides are gonna be cut, and then it's all black and white, so people can have a reference on that. So yeah, that's the other thing that I prepared, and I think that is all. So other than a few things to log over to the venue itself, and I'm also deciding whether or not I'm gonna cut my bangs. I haven't decided what I'm gonna wear yet, but I want to be ultra comfortable because I'm probably going to be running around. The biggest thing that concerns me at this point is just the amount of people for the space. I know 40 was my maximum projected estimate, like my estimated amount of people that might sign up or come in. But you know, there's 40 people who signed up, but only half of them may show up, and some of them may not show up at the same time, so everybody might come in and out. I did put the schedule up on the Big's Instagram so people know when letters are going to be assigned and when to be there. So if people don't come in until like 3 o'clock when we're already getting into the zine making, then they might not have any luck for any of, you know, letter pages. They might just have to contribute in another way or just enjoy the festivities. But yeah, that's what makes me nervous. I did look at the venue last time I was there, and there is space. We could make space, and there's extra tables, but I'm just worried about, you know, people overheating or something like that. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. That is it for the vlog. We have, I don't know if I mentioned it, but we have friends coming over today just to like hang out. My boyfriend's making a bunch of wings, and Mr. Guy is napping right now. That's why I'm doing this final stuff. And then hopefully by tonight I can get the vlog done so I can have it uploaded by Monday. Well, we shall see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, wish me luck. This is your second time hearing me ask for your prayers. But I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good rest of your week.